With BimmerTech's new plug-and-play front and rear dash cams, you can now capture everything that happens in front of you and behind you. Welcome back, I'm Dylan with BimmerTech. You've heard us talk about our dash cams before. We listed all the specs, showed some example clips and all that jazz, but today we're gonna show you how to install the front dash cam in this F30 as well as the rear dash cam, but this time with getting power from the rear fuse panel.
Why a different method? Well, if your BMW has this rain sensor, we're able to tap into the power with a Y harness and bam, you're done. If your BMW does not have this, you'll need to tap into the power of the fuse panel from the rear of the car.
If you want to learn about all the specs on these cameras, go check out our last video linked in the description. This video is going to focus mainly on just the installation of this 4K discrete dashcam with included SD card. But with all that out of the way, Jarrett is going to show you how to install these cameras on this F30. So Jarrett, take it away.
Before doing anything, make sure you disconnect your battery. Pop the trunk, remove the side panel, and with the 10mm socket, disconnect your negative battery terminal and set it aside. You may want to tie a towel around your trunk latch to prevent it from locking if it accidentally closes. Now for the installation. First, use a BimmerTech trim tool to remove both halves of the plastic trim above your rearview mirror. Be careful as they may want to go flying. The next bit of trim we need to remove is the passenger side A-pillar. With a trim tool in your hand, start from the top and pull the trim down to pop it free. In the event any of the fasteners stay behind, use the trim tool to pop them out and reinsert them back into the trim for reinstallation later. Now we can start the first parts of the installation. Take the left half of the BimmerTech dashcam and slide it into place like so, making sure the cables are accessible. Now grab your main power and rear dashcam harnesses. Connect the main power harness to the red connector and the rear dashcam to the black connector. To make running the two cables together easier, you might want to do what Jarrett is doing and use cable ties to create a loom. At even intervals, secure the two cables with a cable tie. Don't go the full length, just do about half. Make sure you clip off all the tails with flush cuts. With the loom complete, take the cables and push them up carefully under the headliner with your hands and a trim tool. Feed them to the A-pillar like so. Now secure the cables to the existing factory loom down the A-pillar. Be careful not to get in the way of the airbag. Clip off the tails. With all that out of the way, snap the second half of the BimmerTech dashcam in place. Now we have to run the cables to the rear of the vehicle. Start by removing the passenger footwell trim. Remove the two 10mm nuts. Pull the panel down. And disconnect the light connector by pulling. Remove this trim here by pulling up. Use a trim tool or your hands to remove any fasteners that remained behind and reinsert them back into the trim for reinstallation later. Remove this side panel by lifting up from the bottom and pulling it free. Use a trim tool to pop out any fasteners that remained behind and reinsert them back into the trim for reinstallation later. Take a large cable tie and feed it down the side of the car like so. Tape the ends of the power and rear camera leads together, and then to the top of the cable tie. Carefully pull the cable tie down through to feed the cables down. Feed the cables down the side of the car and under the carpet like so. At this point, you could start putting things up front back together since you're already done here. Start with the A-pillar trim by pushing it down and snapping it back into place. Make sure the weather stripping is over it. Snap the side panel back in place. Make sure the weather stripping is over it. On the footwell trim, plug back in the light, snap it back into place, and reinstall the two 10mm nuts. Replace this trim. Ignore that extra connector. This is our R&D car after all. We're now done up front. Before we start feeding the rest of it, we need to prep a little bit more. Start by popping up your rear seat. You simply need to pull it up. Place a box or another item under it to keep it propped up. Lower your back seat like so, and pull off the side bolster. Use a trim tool to remove this fastener and pop off the panel. Pull off and replace any fasteners that remain behind. Bring the cables to the rear of the car like so. Tuck them under the B-pillar like so, and then continue to feed it under the carpet. Make sure the weather stripping is back over the B-pillar panel when you're done. Pop this door open with a screwdriver . Feed it through. Grab the feed for the rear camera and feed it up through here. And snap it closed. Tuck the two power leads with fuses and ground cables behind and under the rear seat. Pull through the excess slack. Start tucking it under the side panel like so. Use cable ties to secure it to existing cables. Secure the cables down here as well. and then replace the panel. Now let's move to the trunk and remove the floor panel to get access to the fuse boxes you'll need. To finish up with the rear seat, remove your seat prop and then snap the rear seat back down. Make sure your seatbelt latches are still accessible. To continue the run for the rear camera, use a trim tool in your hands to remove the side trim. Start by pulling back the weather stripping. And then popping the panel off, starting from the top, back, and then pull it up and out. Take the camera lead and feed it under the plastic trim. Pull the slack through and use a cable tie to secure the lead to existing harnesses. Where exactly you place the dashcam is up to you, but Jarrett is opting for high up, so if you choose the same, use a trim tool in your hands to remove this panel here and disconnect it. Instead of using screws, we're going to use the included double-sided tape to secure the camera. Peel off one side of the backing and stick that to the camera bracket. Peel off the other side and stick the camera on the glass here, low enough to where it will not interfere with the third brake light. Use a screwdriver to adjust the angle as needed. Plug the camera into the lead you ran earlier. Tuck the lead up and under the headliner. Use cable ties to secure the lead to existing harnesses. Just make sure you don't get in the way of the airbag. Gather up the extra slack and tidy it up with a cable tie. Make sure all fasteners have been removed and placed back into the panel, and replace the panel. Slide it down first, then snap it into place. Make sure the weather stripping is over it. Plug the brake light back in and replace the panel. Replace the side bolster, making sure the seatbelt is over it. Put the seat back up and you're done in this area. Now for the power. Locate and remove this fuse with a fuse puller or very carefully with pliers. Take the fuse you removed and place that into the empty slot on the add a fuse of the yellow power cable from the dashcam kit. Then plug that into the same slot you removed the fuse from. Now locate and remove this fuse here. Place that fuse into the other add a fuse. And place that add a fuse into the same slot you removed the original fuse from. To ground everything, locate this 10mm nut and remove it. Place the ground terminal over the stud and replace the nut. Use a cable tie to tidy up all of the extra slack. And tuck the slack out of the way. Replace the floor panel. Reconnect the battery. And you're done.
That's it. That's all there is to it. Again, if you want to learn all the specs on these cameras, go check out the last video we did, linked in the description. But just to give you a quick idea of what to expect, here are some example clips from the front and rear dash cams. Want this for your BMW? Head on over to our website and enter your VIN to get the correct kit for your BMW. Have any more questions about this product? Reach out to our sales team via chat on our website or by calling. Already have the product and have questions about the install or anything else? Reach out to our support team and they will be eager to assist. But as always, for more tips and tricks, product reviews, and so much more for BMWs, Mini Supers, and now Teslas, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell. Want to know what's happening first? Head on over to our website and sign up for our newsletter. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thanks for watching.